Okay, so I've been called out by several people for not answering something that I said I was going to answer. Perhaps with some validity, right? And what it was about, it was looking at Sam Harris and what he'd said, why more men read books than women. And I think the point that I made was a valid point, which was that Sam Harris was overextending. He'd made an argument, it'd be similar to me, to you saying more men are interested, saying men are more interested in fishing than women, rather than saying more men are interested in fishing than women. And that was the point that I was trying to make, rather than him saying more men adopt a critical posture than women. And I propose that the interesting critical posture is what leads people to read my books. He didn't. He said men adopt a more critical posture than women, and I don't think he can extrapolate that from the data. That was the point that I made, but I made it in the context of YouTube and YouTube viewership and what a small fragment of the population it represents. And so to extrapolate your conclusions on that to men and women generally is erroneous. That was the point that I made. But what I didn't do is then go on and nail my flag to the mast. So do I think that Sam Harris was right? And this is purely speculation on my part, because I don't know why, right? Why more men than women come on YouTube, and I suspect there's several factors that account for it. Some of them social, perhaps some of them innate, some of them related to the types of discussions we have, perhaps some of them related to antagonism now towards women. I don't know, there could be 101 different factors, but for me the key one, perhaps the greatest contribution, is not what Sam Harris said it was, this critical perspective. What it is, or critical posture, for me it's that men and women tend to be interested in different subjects, and I think that may partly be innate and it may partly be social, but I don't know that. But I think that men and women are interested in different subjects. So let's get the misogyny out the way. I think, I'm going to nail my flag to the mast here, that generally men tend to be more interested, or more men tend to be interested in science, philosophy, religion, all these kinds of subjects than women. Women tend to be more interested in things like reality TV, the X Factor, I'm a Celebrity, fucking get me out of here, which is this ridiculous program where we send celebrities to Australia, something we've done for well over a century now, but not because they've committed crimes, but because they're celebrities and we want them to eat large witchetty grubs and things like that. Women are more interested in soap operas and shite and trivia like that than men are. Men are more interested generally in the good stuff. Okay, that's my misogyny out the way. But what about my misandry? Because I'm an equal opportunities hater, folks. You know, I've got a low opinion of men just as much as I have of women. And whereas women are interested in things like family and relationships and things like that, things which are really important to people's lives, men don't seem to be as interested as they ought to be in those things, and they're more interested in fucking trivia and shite like sport and cars. Go on car forums. I can't think of anything personally more fucking boring than a car forum, but if you go on car forums, it's overwhelmingly male. Men talk endlessly about fucking sport. I know, because when I'm at work, I talk way too much about sport, and it's fucking tripe. It's trivia, and it is no better than talking about reality TV or fucking soap operas. So there's my misogyny, there's my misandry. Okay, where's the middle ground? The middle ground is this, is that there are a significant number of important subjects, and I think that in general men and women are both interested in important subjects. At the one end we have perhaps the more personal of those important subjects, the relational subjects, your family, your friends and relationships and all that kind of thing. Women seem to me to be more interested in that. The really detached subjects that don't have any bearing on day-to-day life generally. But perhaps if you're interested in the origins of the universe or what is real or all kinds of things like this, seem to attract men more. Those two things meet in the middle, where we talk about the bigger social issues, where we talk about politics. People have been talking about gender politics and all those kinds of things, where those two things clash. So you've got the philosophical side and the scientific side coming in, but you've also got real tangible benefits or problems to people's lives. I think men and women tend to be interested in those important subjects equally. Of course, that still doesn't solve the question, why are men more interested in certain things? Why are women more interested in those certain things? And I honestly and truthfully cannot tell you. All I can say to you is that I think that there are some innate reasons, and I think that society tends to amplify, tends to exaggerate those innate tendencies. I can offer you no more than that. If for the benefit of those people that criticised that last video, if this clears some of it up, then that's marvellous. Right, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.